Hey, morning. It's a little windy out here today. It's been kind of stormy in this neck of the woods. I'm trying to stay positive, but sometimes people will post things that are so stupid that it shakes you to the core, and it totally exposes their mindset, and mental disorder perpetuates these people. It's mind-blowing. So to start, today I received a comment on yesterday's Rumble video. And if you know what's on Rumble, you know what it's about. This comment shook me to my core, and it totally exposed the mindset of the left and the mental disorder that it seems to consume them. But before we get into that, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. You might actually like what we're doing, and for those that got us over 500, thank you very much. Just had 3 more new ones today. So let's dive into this. First of all, a little quick admin note: a controversial subject, and I won't be using certain words, so it may sound a little weird when I do or say something. And we all know what it's about. So let's go. I received a comment yesterday on the Rumble video, and I read it thoroughly, and I believe that this person is trying to be logical. They were clearly prior military. Which service, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But it's clear that everybody who supports the thing in their decision making, it's all emotionally driven. There are so many facts out there that are reported by lead officials that YouTube supports that now contradict almost everything that they've said about the thing. Most of the comments that we're seeing these days, most of the left-wing ideology, it's emotionally driven. It's very immature, unfortunately very sociopathic as well as psychopathic. In simpler words, it's just immature. I don't say this to be mean. I'm speaking from the position of a completely matured male human being who has been socialized through school, the military, and understand that there are social norms that we must follow to be a human society. We have to do all these things in order to be acceptable, and it's very clear that those with these mental disorders are simply trying to be accepted. It's not working, and it doesn't work. Every society who's ever tried this crap has failed. We are unique. Now, the first thing I need to do is just read this person's comments. So you're going to see my head down, and I'll be reading them. All right, so verbatim, and hopefully I'll put it up there. I really don't know what is causing so much fear. Anyone who was in the military in my day got a load of shots and weren't even told what they were. We also had to get shots when we deployed. All very true, all very real, proven immunizations. I went to college late in life and had to prove I had certain mandated normally received as a child. I had. Just like the rest of us, there's a big circle on my arm because of my age. You all should know what that is. My roommate and I both got the, and I had no issues accepting, and I had no issues except a slight sore arm the next day. Neither of us has been ill since then. I think that's great. You were able to accept that into your body because you were healthy. But what if you weren't healthy? I do believe it should be a choice, even though so many aren't. Yeah, that's not for everybody, buddy. But anyway, let's give the guy his shot here. However, if you choose not to be, you should not get treatment ahead of a greater emergency in the ER. You remember the term death boards? This is the same mentality. And this guy actually thinks he's being logical. This guy actually thinks he's putting coherent statements together that he believes. There's a thing called triage, and treatment should be, and I have to paraphrase here. There's a thing called triage, and the treatment should be triage, less urgent than others. I don't think he understands what he's saying. I don't think he understands how dangerous what he is saying is. But I'm going to continue. Everybody deserves, this is why we call it discourse. I think doctors should make the decision of who gets treatment first, and I think the choice to remain should be considered rather than the current doctrine, which has been treating these people ahead of other life-threatening injuries or illnesses, which are not a choice. Partner, you're completely 100% wrong. That is not how the triage process has been working. Yes, it is a life-threatening situation, but I assure you that gunshot wounds took priority over people who came in who didn't feel so great. Everyone should be treated. I just don't think someone who chooses to put others in danger by their choice should take precedent. Once again, that is not what has been happening. I have another statement prepared here, but I'm going to tell you something. I watched an 80-year-old woman who has not received the thing. Where's my dog? Penny! There you are. Go through the process. Go to an ER in the middle of the night and was sent home and told to get a test the next day, which she did, and she was positive. And then she sent that test to the ER doctor who saw her. And they said, come back tomorrow. We will have everything ready for you. And that's how the ER really works. So I don't know where this guy's mind is, but he believes what he's saying. So I do plan on doing a separate Rumble video directly replying to this individual, because there is something wrong. And honestly, it's probably going to turn into more of a rant, because there's so many things that need to be said that can't be said here. But here's my general response in the form of a question. The problem with this thought process is that it doesn't really work in the real world. It's completely emotionally driven. Here's why, and I'll give an example. 2 people come into the ER via ambulance simultaneously from a car accident. The first person is a 20-year-old woman that is 8 months pregnant. She has multiple life-threatening wounds. She is not. The second person was in the same car accident and is her best friend and is in the exact same situation. They're both pregnant buddies. It happens. Except she did get the without using emotion. Who does the doctor treat first? I'm still waiting for his reply. Now, if you're still watching this video, please don't post anything crazy in the comments that obviously YouTube would violate YouTube's policies. What I will tell you is to post 1 or 2. Which one do you think should be? Or post none. Or post both. Or post this is stupid. Because it really is. I'm going to close up by saying, I think that this comment truly exposes the mental disorder that perpetuates the left. In their minds, they believe what they're saying is true. And that's a mental disorder. That's a psychological problem that is not in line with social norms. Okay, so if you like what you saw today, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really does help. And until the next time, I want you to stay safe and have a great day. Here it comes.